What is up, everybody? Welcome back to your favorite semi-professional podcast about semi-professional soccer, the 757 FC podcast. What's up? My name is John. With me, as always, is James. What's up, man?
What up, semi-pro as always.
Yes, I'm ready to wrap this whole summer soccer season up with a bow. This is the season finale of the 757 FC podcast. And we have a lot. It's been a while, kind of in our IRL worlds. We've both been our work schedule has been kind of crazy, so it's been hard to record.
Kinda. Kinda. I think between you and I, we have pretty much produced the entirety of the United States GDP and then some. We're probably the reason for all of the jobs that got lost over the last 3 months.
Yeah, that's
We're
our
just
bad.
productive AF.
Yeah, well, I got a bunch of short people that got to eat living under the roof here, so
And I just like to eat.
yeah. Hey, listen, same, bro. Um, Big backs don't pay for themselves. You know what I mean? We gotta.
Absolutely not.
Anyways, so yeah, it's been a minute, but I figured we gotta wrap this thing up with a bow for the summer soccer 757 summer soccer season. Summer semi-pro soccer, you know what I mean. So last time on Dragon Ball Z, we left off with Lionsbridge Football Club getting into the playoffs by the skin of their teeth. And so if you haven't watched, if you, dear listener, haven't watched my vlog of I believe it was the first round match against Salem City FC, go back and watch that. That was a wild experience.
Uh,
You weren't there for that, right? But that was a whole. So
no, the 7 hour soccer match.
yeah. So what had happened was that y- like usual when one team hosts, there's always two games that are played in one evening. There's an early game and the late game. The home team is usually the late game. So Lionsbridge was going to kick off against Salem City at about 7:30, but you know, Hampton Roads summer thunderstorm comes through as they always do, and
Mhm.
we got 20 minutes into the match before the entire stadium had to be abandoned because a few thousand people sitting on metal bleachers isn't great during a thunderstorm. So I got me and the boy, and we hopped in the truck and we went and um, we got food and we hung out at the tap house where all the Lionsbridge fans hang out after games. Got some food, hung out, killed some time. Excuse me. And so we went back to the field because there was nothing else to do. Every time, so it has to be like 30 minutes between lightning strikes to start the thing back up. Then there's warm ups, and then there's, just all this stuff to get back into the game. And it ended up we were hanging out there for hours, just out in the field outside of the stadium. The players were all in the locker rooms blasting music. They ordered pizza. There was a pizza delivery guy, just had a stack of pizzas and brought them in.
Order for Lions Bridge.
Yeah, yeah, it was crazy. And I'm just like standing there outside the locker room, is just like, hey, anybody hear anything? Like, anybody know what's up or whatever? The visiting team wanted to call the match because they didn't think the pitch would drain well.
Mhm.
The officials wanted to abandon the match because some of them were from out of town, and they were like, yo, we got a drive ahead of us. So USL League Two had to put them up in hotels for them to agree to stay. Because, like the rest of the country is also waiting for this match to end to see where everybody's going to fit. And, so the league wanted all of this to pop off too. So by the time everything cleared up, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, by the
Yep.
time they kicked back off, and that ended 4-0, I believe. And we got home at about 3 a.m. Just me and my 11-year-old son at 3 a.m. And there was a lot of people that were still there. I was shocked, but a lot of people that left were like, yeah, like we can't hang out or whatever. And I even had that same thought. I wasn't even going to make it into like content until I realized like, oh, this is actually wild. I'm going to have to make a video about this. Um, but by the time I realized, like, like we're just going to stick it out because for a kid, for an 11-year-old kid, like that's got to be the coolest thing. Like you're going to remember that for a long time, you know?
Yeah, because wasn't it like a Friday night?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the conference final was on, or not the conference final, but the quartet final was on that Sunday.
Yeah.
Um, so it's so yeah, definitely like for the youngin, that is an absolutely fantastic like core memory of like my dad and I hung out at a semi-professional soccer game till 3 o'clock in the morning after this crazy thunderstorm. And like that's gonna be something that like when he gets older, when he gets to be our age, he's gonna remember, um, you know, and think about doing something similar, with his kids if he has them, or with nephews and nieces and whatever. It's just one of those cool moments that does not come along very often. And it's, as I do not have youngins, but I do have little nephews and nieces, and I have friends who have kids that are younger, 12 and under. So I understand the nostalgia that's behind it, and I get, there's a couple moments that I had with my folks in the same ballpark of kind of just cool sports, hanging out with my folks moments that I'm always going to remember. So yeah, that's that in and of itself. And then the fact that, Lionsbridge went on to win the match, that just kind of, that's the cherry on top of the cake.
Yeah, that would have felt awful to stay there that long. We already had 1-0 at the break when they had to abandon the match. Beautiful Teg Healy goal. He was such a good midseason pickup. Um, and then, scoring three more, and it was great. Um, so that went down. Memories were made. The greatest playoff win are the friends we made along the way, whatever. So that leads us in to the next match, the Eastern Conference semifinal against Northern Virginia, our old pals. Um, and so after drawing them at home the first match and then getting absolutely shellacked, um, yeah, at Northern Virginia.
Only in the last 22 minutes.
That's plenty of time. That's
All
plenty
it
of
took.
time for that whole train to derail completely. Um, what an absolute insane. Anyways, so it went much better this time. Um, it was Lionsbridge won 2-1, I
Mm,
believe. They kind of held on. It definitely wasn't like one of those typical Lionsbridge comfortable victories. You could tell it was tight. It was a tight one.
yeah.
But we still pulled that out, which then sent us to the Eastern Conference final up in Vermont against Vermont Green. Of course, I didn't make that trip, so was relegated to having to watch the live stream, which God, can we please just go back to YouTube, please? NBC Sports Engine Play sucks, dude. I hate it so much.
Awful.
Yeah, it's really, really bad. Just let us stream to YouTube, please, USL. Like, it's cool that you got an exclusivity deal. I'm pretty sure we've talked about it on the pod before, but it's just such a bad platform. Anyways, stream to Twitch. I don't care. Stream somewhere that actually works. I will pay you in bits to stream to Twitch. Twitch, please. Just a platform that works, please. Anyways, so Lionsbridge strike first. This crazy little like kind of angled header from Evan Howard. Things are looking good. Um,
And let's not forget all of the opportunities and
oh
the
yeah,
chances. I mean, what right
five
off the bat we
thousand.
hit it hit the posts
Yeah,
from 3 yards out.
yep,
Several other opportunities from Howard to put a ball in the back of
yeah,
the net. And and that was the funny thing is about the goal is we were lamenting the chance that he had had 3 or 4 minutes prior.
yeah,
And then they get the corner and he dots it off his head. And I remember saying to you, because at the time I was working, and I think you were working as well.
yeah.
I'm driving around in the car, I'm listening to it, the audio. Thankfully, it's not like Nova, so there was at least something to
There was
listen to.
actual commentators.
Right, and God, those Vermont commentators.
Yeah,
I thought, like I know our guys are a little overzealous. Good God, you'd have
yeah.
thought that Vermont Green was going to save the planet
Oh
from
yeah,
from from Colossus and Thanos and everything else, man.
oh
Like
yeah.
those boys could do no wrong. And I don't blame them for that, but it was funny to listen to and only being able to
There,
like watch snippets of the game.
there's a way to be a homer, but also like, you can call things for the other team as well. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the color commentary was just oh,
Semi-professional.
like it was semi-professional for sure. Just a lot of like I wouldn't say trash talking, just like a lot of opinion-based stuff. Like
Very snooty and
y-
snipey.
yeah, yeah, a little snarky. Well,
Yeah,
I would
snarky, that's the word. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, I would classify that as snark, but it's whatever. We're talking about the game, not the guys talking about the game. But
Right.
so second half, Vermont equalizes.
No, well, no, because I remember
Was
no, because it was 5 minutes after we scored, going into half, right before
Oh, it was
halftime.
before the half.
Yeah, because I remember that was where I was going with the tangent. I texted you, or we were messaging back and forth, and I remember we scored, and I went, okay, now we have to get to halftime. Lionsbridge has to get to halftime and not concede.
Right, yeah.
And
For
genuinely,
mentality's sake,
five
they have
minutes
to.
afterwards, the the guy for Vermont who ended up scoring the goal, I mean, sitting on the back post
Oh
by
yeah.
himself.
Just on an island.
But and props to the guy because that is an incredibly crazy difficult uh goal to make that he did.
Yeah.
I
It
shared the video out, and I mean it was one of those things of like the commentators, funnily enough, this was one of the ones where I was like fully in agreement with them. He had all day because the cross was floated in,
right.
and he had aeons to think about it,
Oh
to
yeah.
watch it, to materialize it, and then he struck that thing so sweet. And you just sit there and you go, all right,
Yeah.
well, shit,
Yeah, yeah.
what now?
And yeah. So it was one of those goals where it's like I'm mad at it because, like our, we should have been all over that.
Right.
But also like it looked pretty sweet too. So like
Hmm.
whatever. Like I can respect the good goal, but like again, like match day one, that Alex Moody goal, it's just like
Yeah.
that was sick, but like why you gotta do that against my team though? Like do that to somebody else, and like
And
that'll
do it
be
to Nova.
yeah, that would be way sicker if you did that. Um, so the Lionsbridge way this season has seemed to be create 5,000 chances and eventually like three or four of them are going to go in.
Yeah. Because law of averages.
Right. And so like you're gonna hit the target eventually. And they've been great at listen, like the way that we've played, the team that was on the field in 2025 compared to the team that made the 2023 national championship is night and day. We play so much better this season than we did in years past. It was almost like frustrating in previous years of just kind of like the boot the ball up the pitch and pray, like send it up the flank, try to cross, do everything in our power to create a corner because we love scoring off of corners. And yeah, that's a legit strategy because we're tall guy FC and I get that.
Right.
Um,
Peter
but
Crouch Soccer Club.
um, yeah, I just like a half hour ago saw like a Peter Crouch hype edit and I'm like, yeah, dude, like I totally forgot how sick he was.
Oh,
Um,
look, that looks like Sam Hall.
yeah. Except like if you took Sam and just stretched him, just pulled him that way. Just like
Sam's
it
also probably got a little bit better teeth.
um well and like I don't know, Crouch is like a skeleton with skin stretched over. He's like the scrawniest dude over. Anyways, but he made it as a
Exactly.
pro baller. So, tall people can make it. Anyways, I'm just I'm thinking about like, man, if I got into shape and I try I'm six
Don't do
seven,
it to
but
yourself. Don't do it to yourself, man.
come on, man. I'm staring 40 down. I gotta make something happen.
That's like me being like, man, what if I got on a stretching rack and just every day got a little bit taller, got a little bit taller?
my midlife crisis is gonna hit real hard. I gotta start playing football now, or I'm never gonna do it. Um, but yeah. So second half, yeah, again, creating chances. The defense, it's worrying because our best defense has been an offense all season. It's
Yeah.
just, it's, like clean sheets have not been our thing. So it's just
Hmm.
rack up the score and see if you can hold on.
See
And,
where the chips fall. Yes.
and that's a crazy way to play your games, but it's worked out this year. So and here's the controversy. And I'm a homer, and this is well established. Um, but when I received that video from the stands from our fans let me set the stage. 90 minutes plus 4 or something like that.
Yep.
Ball is floated into the box. I think it was Evan Howard back to goal, a little flick on over his left shoulder. Damian Dominguez is there, gets through the line, gets a foot on it, buries it in the back of the net. It was called back for offside. The Lionsbridge fans in attendance were losing their minds. And
Of course.
I had people like
I
just
mean, we've
personal
heard them at the
friends.
bank.
Yeah, I personal friends of mine were texting me like, was that onside? Was that like I couldn't tell from the stream because of course like you're on that angle and it's kind of hard to tell. And of course they didn't play a replay because it wasn't. If it was a controversial Vermont call, they would have replayed it 15 times. Um, but uh, so I got a video, and the team even shared it to their Insta story. Damien was clearly onside, I think, because the final Vermont defender was kind of like right on the 6 yard line, and at the time where the ball came off of Howard's foot, at least I'm pretty sure it was Evan. Um, is you know, I don't know, like it looked to me like Dominguez was still onside.
So, as a person who has represented the badge for nearly half of his life, he was onside by a mile. Now, here's the thing, and this is me being, I don't want to say devil's advocate, but I'm gonna throw the caveat out there. And again, I'm gonna reference the Vermont feed because I think the color guy got this correct is he suggested that it was a foul that was called on Evan Howard instead of
Well, for like
a
high boot.
instead of offside. It was either that or there was another foul in the penalty area before the play finished that brought it back. So that's the thing is I don't think now granted I wasn't there. I do not know what the specific call was. I have not asked the referee, and I'm sure 17 other people have asked the referee what the call was in that instance. And if it was offside, so be it. But I don't believe that it would it I think offside is more of an excuse than it could be the actual reason that that play is brought back. I think it's more likely that there was a foul committed and that the assistant referee too also made a mistake. But I don't think that the actual what led to the actual placing of the ball back and no goal, I think it was a foul. Because watching back, there were a couple things that happened in the penalty area before the ball arrives to Evan, and I was expecting a whistle. So by the time I heard it and I watched the ball go in, I'm like, that's coming back. There's just no way. Um, And then, everybody's saying offside, offside, offside. And I'm like, okay, fine. If it's offside, it's offside. Because again, as you said, the angle from the telecast tells us nothing. But the video angle that we got that got played over and over and over on our Instagram reels and everything, I genuinely think after that next day, I had a series of probably 7 or 8 accounts that I follow in a row where it was the same video over and over and over.
Oh yeah. Dude,
Um,
I absolutely shared it all all around. It was infuriating.
yeah, he's hell, he's a good yard onside when it, and I don't even think Evan touched the ball. Is the thing. I think it went straight through
Hmm.
off the free kick itself. I don't think that it got a touch off of the attacker or the defender. So if that's the case, he's even more
Oh yeah.
onside
He's
because
on
he
side by a
started his
mile.
run probably 6, 7 yards back behind that.
Hmm.
Which means there's no way in hell he should have ever been, assessed as offside. But that's why I lean more towards there was a foul or something else that the referee spotted instead of oh, it was just offside. I think if offside ended up being the reason, I think it's just a very simple excuse instead of calling a ticky tack foul on Evan or somebody else in the box.
Yeah. So and again, because of that, game goes to extra time. Vermont scores a couple, just kind of riding that momentum. Um,
I
and
love how you just gloss over that.
yeah, well, because frick those guys. It's just like go eat your Ben and Jerry's, like whatever it is that you do in your narrowly shaped state. Go do that. Like piss off. But so like the thing is that had that goal been allowed, of course, like yeah, I don't know if that would be the final action.
There's 30 seconds left
Right.
if that's the case.
We win the Eastern Conference final. All there is to get through is Dolthan or whatever the heck, Zoltan, whatever the heck they're the
Zlatan.
yeah, yeah, I don't know who,
Zlatan SC.
yeah, yeah, whoever it was that won the South,
It was
um,
Dothan. Yeah.
and yeah, and the
A Ballard rematch.
the Ballard rematch for the final would have been absolute cinema. Um, it would have been incredible. The final
Mhm.
happened tonight. Of course, Vermont wins in front of their home crowd. Whatever, whatever. I'm still bitter.
Two to
Um,
one. Kissel, who won the national championship with the extra time goal for the Vermont Catamounts back last season. He got the game winning goal in the 94th minute, it looked like. Um, I mean, absolute scenes up there in Old Hampshire.
Yeah. And listen, like if it were a Ballard, it would have been scenes because their home support is great. If it would have been at Town Bank Stadium, it would have been scenes because the support is great. Um,
Uh-huh.
are you noticing a correlation here between teams with support and infrastructure and teams that do well on the pitch?
Are you taking a dig at other local clubs here at
No, I
this?
am not. You're gonna take a dig at
I'm
another
gonna
local
take a
club.
dig.
I'm just
I'm just gonna leave it out there and let it pollinate into the minds and hearts and thoughts of our listeners and the people who matter but won't pay attention to what we say because we don't know what we're talking about because we're
we're
semi-professional.
we're semi-professional.
Right.
But I feel like the through line of this whole first season of this podcast has been what makes a successful lower league local club. And you look at Vermont Green, you look at Ballard FC, you look at Lionsbridge, like these clubs that have support. It's not because they're in like some market. Ballard's in Seattle. They have the Sounders. You know what I mean? Like that would make it harder, I feel like, to have support. Like, I mean, look at other, like, take Charlotte. Like, North Carolina is a huge soccer state. Tons
Sure.
of teams, tons of, so Charlotte FC is one of the highest attended MLS teams on average.
It also
Um,
helps they play in that stadium, in Bank of America Stadium.
well, I mean, just because you play in a football stadium doesn't mean that you're going to fill it. I mean, look at
That's
Chicago.
fair. That's super fair. Yes, look at the fire.
Look at New England. Look, you know what I mean?
Well, that yeah, that's a
They can't fill, they can't near fill their lower bowl. You know what I mean? So like just having the space and being in a good market, Charlotte Independence, League One, they're in the same city, same market, but they're drawing like 1,000, you know, and that sucks. Like, so just being in a good market with established soccer fans doesn't a successful lower league franchise make. It's all of the intangibles. It's all of the stuff. And for Vermont, they have their identity, they have their thing. Lionsbridge has their own thing. You have to get the heartbeat of your town and really go after it. Um, because the USL League Two championship wasn't the only uh, semi-pro national division championship played today. You
right.
know, NPSL played their championship today, and it
Mhm.
was Hickory FC from North Carolina, and they were in San Francisco playing against El Farolito.
Yes.
Which, if that name sounds familiar, they're affiliated with a local Mexican food joint, and they've gone on incredible runs in the U.S. Open Cup the last couple of years. And so I feel like a lot of people were like, "Yeah, well, the Burrito Boys they're gonna take this championship home." So I was interested because one of our former Linesbridge players, Harry Rowe, has been incredible for Hickory this year. And I believe he was on our national finalist roster back in 2023. And so he finally got to kind
Yes.
of lift his championship trophy this year because Hickory beat El Farolito. But also, like, and I get it, they're on the other side of the country, and so I don't expect tons of support or whatever. But like, it was also like pretty quiet, like during their celebration, and it like that feels bad to me. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like I didn't. So even like Hampton Roads Soccer League, and we'll talk about that a little more. But I didn't get to make it to the final tonight.
Neither did
Um,
I. Don't feel bad.
yeah, like I really wanted to be there, but coming off a back shift and like I
And
actually get to
Indian.
and the Indian food really messed me up. No, but it's like I see my kids for the first time in like 3 weeks today.
Right.
Um, so like uh uh seeing video, stories and stuff on Instagram, I'm like, there's actually kind of a lot of people there. And
There
that,
were a crap ton of people there.
yeah, like that was pretty
There were like
cool.
probably 200 to 300 people like there
Yeah. For a local league that's not sanctioned by anybody.
that runs for 7 weeks out of the summer,
Yeah.
that has a total of 6 or 7 match days, depending on, yeah, 7 match days between the regular season, the semis, and then the final.
Yeah.
That's that's not bad.
So, I mean, I we got to give HRSL their flowers. Like that's that's pretty sick to
Yeah,
put that together. Like it the games have been free and open to the public, and um just roll up and enjoy some solid football. Like it's
and there's
not.
been good goals, there's good action.
Yeah.
I did see that the refereeing was uh was considered suspect by some tonight, but I
Mm.
it's a final. There's always going to be somebody who's not happy with how the referee bosses the game. I mean, I heard it did get out of hand a little bit with benches clearing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it got spicy, and I'm sure
Dang
there's going to
it.
be some video that comes out, but
Man, now I'm mad I missed it.
you were hanging out with your kids and eating Indian food. I was
I
working.
dude, I came this close to going, and like at the from like an hour before kickoff to till the game was over. Like it was just me and my 6-year-old, and I was like, I might take a
You want to go
6 year
see
old to
soccer?
and she no she would be that kid would be all over that pitch. Like she'd be trying to, yeah, she would be trying to play like a Zidane, like center attacking midfielder type role. Like,
No, it was one
no.
of those things. I had a delivery that I was heading out to Greenbrier, and it was like, I don't know, 6:35, 6:45, and I'm like, man, I'm already like, because I'm in P Town, and I don't want, if I'm gonna go to Norfolk, if I'm gonna go to Norfolk Collegiate, I gotta go through the tunnel.
Yeah.
So I had already done the hard part and bypassed having to go through the tunnel.
Mhm.
If I just go up 164 to
Yep.
go to Norfolk, and I was like, man. Uh, but I gotta make the freaking money, because that's how I'm gonna attend all these college matches that we're gonna go to here in the fall for season 2 of the podcast.
I cannot commit to that, bro.
Yes, you can. We can do one every 2 weeks, and we can just talk about, we like you don't even have to show up to the games. We just watch some highlights and call it a
Oh
day.
my.
I genuinely I this is just me expressing my desire to, if we're going to continue, we should continue the podcast, even if it's just a bi-weekly thing for 30 minutes, just to touch base on all the 757 stuff. Because this
Yeah.
is fun. I've enjoyed this late spring and summer, kicking it with you once a week, talking ball, and this is what I miss with my podcast is, during the high school season, is I don't have a foil. Uh, I don't have a
A
person
foil.
to bounce ideas back, and
Am-
I'm your foil. That's what because it's your podcast. I'm your foil for your podcast.
You're the heel of this wrestling match, is that?
Well, of course, because I'm the one always looking at Steven Wagner going, "What the heck, dude?" Um,
Well, it's like you're also a seasoned referee, and I'm always complaining about refs, and
and I'm
so
just like, it's whatever. Shut up.
yeah, he's like the call was good. You don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, all
I
right,
don't
cool.
want to say that. That's the one thing I don't want to ever tell you. You don't know what you're talking about. about. No, you're blind. There's different.
I'm blinded by fandom, and I'll admit that. And
There
it's,
you go. You're wearing a blue colored cloth over your face. But no,
yes.
I genuinely like I have genuinely enjoyed having someone to have a back and forth with, to bounce the ideas off of and have a narrative, and it flows so much more better, and it's more fun. So I if you would like to, I this is me announcing my intent for
In
we
front
should
of
do
everybody.
absolutely we should do the thing, and for everybody who's watching and listening, you should go like and comment in the comment section below of this video
Oh
and
my gosh.
DM John at 757
Oh
FCTV.
my.
DM him, especially all our college folks, because hey, college season's right around the corner. DM him and say, hey, season two should be all college ball all the time. Let's go.
Season 1.5, the college years.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh
That's
my.
look at you. You're brainstorming already. You can't
So
help
season
yourself.
one is summer ball, and then
The dog
season
days
one
of summer.
1.5 is freshman year.
Yes.
And we'll Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
If you want, dear listener and viewer, if you want more of this for local college ball, leave a comment, leave a like, let me know. He's giddy. You can't see him right now, but he's giddy with
I
joy.
am. I am. Like this is just it's just cool, man. And I, I get it. I get in modes. Like the past couple weeks, I've been working like crazy, and I have not felt very. I haven't felt like myself. I haven't felt in the flow of soccer stuff, of sports stuff, even. And I got other podcasts that I do, and I got other content that I put out in other places, and I just wanted to do none of it. Um, I've haven't been feeling very motivated, and life has me down and a lot of times. But it's one of those things is when I get in here, just and when I get in front of the camera with somebody to bounce the words back and forth with and go for 30 minutes to an hour, it just it's invigorating, and it re-energizes me. Um, so and it just it makes my heart happy, and I enjoy I enjoy being a part of the soccer scene here in Hampton Roads, and having a recognizable place where, I can go out and people see me and we can talk shop, and it's one of those like, hey, check out the podcast. Hey, make sure you're at this match next week. Hey, did you see the William and Mary score? Did you see that HRSL is doing a winter season? They're not, that I know of. Frankie, you should do a winter season. Um, but it's just it re-energizes my battery, and I need that. I need more people to. I'm a people person. That's my shtick. So, when I'm able to interact with my people, my soccer people, and the people that I get to make content with, and hang out with and enjoy this, you know, it helps. It helps. It fights the
Well,
demons.
yeah, I gotta tell you, this doing this podcast has been a good call. Definitely. You know, the the idea of like kind of falling into the just like becoming a match day vlog guy, even though I'm like a supporter of one specific team, and like I don't know how Ellis from Away Days does it. Like he's a big Leeds guy, but he's like traveling all over Europe to go to these. Like, how do you miss all the games of the team you support? I don't get it. So like I can't bring myself to miss a Lionsbridge game, but so this kind of keeps me involved with all the other stuff. And again, yeah, having, being able to bounce back and forth, off of you. Yeah, this whole thing was a good call. I've definitely enjoyed the summer season for sure. So I think we may have dodged the HRSL thing. I want to go back to that because
Uh-oh.
we didn't even mention like who played in the final and what, like all that good stuff. We were kind of just talking about
There was a
HRSL in
game.
general. A game happened.
Well, I
I,
figured we were going to officially announce it and get into
yeah,
it, but then we started be I I started being really sappy and talking about my feelings.
you needed to get that off your chest. And, this a
This is a safe
podcast.
space, John.
It is. This whole podcasting thing can
Yes.
be very lethargic and very
Lethargic or
therapeutic.
cathartic?
Cathartic. What it
Okay.
lethargic this I'm lethargic right now. My brain is like it's like 1 o'clock in the
It is
morning.
1:15 in the morning on
Bro, my brain is
Sunday
so
morning.
cooked right now, man. No, it's cathartic. It's very therapeutic to be able to talk about thoughts and feelings and all that good stuff. But
How
frick our
much our team
feelings.
made us
We're
angry.
yeah, I'm hearing my feels about the friggin' Eastern Conference Finals still. Um, but yeah, forget our feelings. We're here to talk about football. There's no room for
There's no
personal.
feelings in football.
Yeah, unless your femur's broken, and then you
And
can
then
have
Heff it,
feelings.
get up and play some footy.
Yeah, yeah, walk it off. So we've kind of glazed up Hampton Roads Soccer League in general because it has been sick. Yeah, I would say this is a successful second season for them.
Yes. Yes.
To have returning teams, to have new teams joining, to have kind of mantles passed and all that. So the final this evening was between Merci FC and Mandem FC. Was it France versus Jamaica? Is that
It fits.
either
It
way?
fits.
So yeah, so I mean, Merci is always their style is always like super flashy. Boy, do they know how to score goals. And Mandem also has been scoring tons of goals this season. So this one was always going to be tight. Um, I don't recall. Did you get a final score line off of that?
I did. It was in overtime.
That's right. It did go to extra time.
It went to extra time after 2-2, and then the Mandem they pulled out two in the extra periods to finish 4-2 to the good and take home the HRSL championship in the second season.
Yeah. So congrats to Mandem FC taking home the second annual. I almost said second inaugural. I'm like, that's not what inaugural means.
Second inaugural lethargic.
Oh my gosh, dude, my brain. Congrats to Mandem FC. You guys, you did it. You pulled it off. You scored a billion goals this season, and enjoy your victory of the Hampton Roads Soccer League Championship. You are, for the next however long, maybe 10 months or so, the best soccer team here in the 757.
Unless they
Um,
do a winter season like I suggested.
unless they do a winter season, which would be interesting to see who could be pulled together for that. This is a winter sport that we play, by the way. Um,
Ding, ding, ding.
so we've got that Hampton Roads Soccer League successful second season. People's Choice won first year. Mandem, their second champion. Interested to see where they go next year. Would love to see. Um, I mean, again, I'm a big Navy guy. Navy Mid Atlantic. Come on, I know you guys have got this year three. Um, so
Well, and the other thing too is, they're always trying to expand the league. So, is there room in the coffers or in the gallery for a 757 FCSC.
Dude, 757 FCFC would be insane.
I think like because I'll be honest, this is something that I've ruminated in my brain. I would love to be a sponsor for a local team or for some local events, especially because like it, and I think for both of our brands, it would be fantastic for the exposure and for the just the sheer hell of it. That would be it would be hilarious to say that we're sponsoring a soccer team
Yeah.
or
The
you know, sponsoring
the content would be out of this
you know,
world.
but yeah, so I think 757 FCSC or SCFC
FC squared.
FC squared. I think that could be a fun little venture.
That would be ridiculous. That, you know, that's way down the road. I don't have money or connections
Well,
to
and
put together
that's
a
what I
soccer
was gonna
team.
say. I'm gonna try to make some money to make some things happen. But
That'd be
yeah,
so funny though.
you
Um,
know, just to see our logo on a shirt.
that would be sick though.
See, look, I got you thinking again.
Dang it, man. No,
This is why I like you when you're lethargic, because then you start thinking about things you
yeah.
wouldn't normally
Wait,
otherwise.
yeah, when I'm real cathartic, I All right. So we got USL 2, we got HRSL. So the summer is done.
Yes.
We have our first sub 100-degree weekend right now. So that means
Eh,
the fall is right around the corner.
No, it's not. We got 28 days of August left. Ugh.
Fall is right around the corner.
Mm.
Um, dude, the Premier League is about to kick back off. Like it is serious. We are in it.
Mhm. Yes.
So can we talk about at least mention
Yeah.
be, because I'm not committing to covering NCAA,
Oh yeah, yeah.
but
What's up?
in case we do,
Uh-huh.
in the confines of the 757, let's go over all of the soccer teams, all of the schools that have men's and women's soccer programs.
Oh, you mean the thing I have pulled up right now?
Let's go Division 1. Do I don't know if we have, yeah, Division 1,
Yes, we have
Division 2,
Division
Division 2.
Two.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so let's take it from the top. You are the journo. You're
Hey
the
there.
expert.
Yep.
So enlighten me as a casual fan. Who do we got?
Who we got? So starting from the top, from Division One, here in Hampton Roads specifically, we have three schools that have Division One college soccer teams. We have two men's teams and we have three women's teams. I'll start from the top of the 757 and work my way down. At the top, we have William and Mary up there in
Oh,
Williamsburg.
geographically. Okay.
Geographically, yes,
Yeah,
from the top of
the
the 757,
northernmost, yeah.
yes. We have William and Mary. So
Hmm.
their men's program, we've had a number of players, specifically a number of Jamestown players, Jamestown high school players, that have either gone there or have played there, graduated from there. Obviously, incredibly prestigious school. And then the women's program on the other side, they produced a one Jill Ellis, and I think you would probably
Hmm.
be most familiar with her as the head coach of the U.S. women's national team and winning two World Cup trophies in 2015 and 2019 for that specific team.
Yeah,
So,
that's huge.
um, also, John Stewart played for William and Mary's men's team back in the day before he
Wait,
became famous.
what?
Yes, John Stewart played for William and Mary Soccer
Like
before he became a comedian and a
from the Daily Show.
the Daily Show. Yes, John Stewart.
That's wild. Okay, that's
It's like the soccer history for the 757 of like who's who not as you would know them from soccer is whacked.
That's
But
that's a
that's
fun fact. Listen, viewers, stick that in your back pocket to bring out at a dinner party. Do you know that John Stewart played soccer at William and Mary? That's
right.
crazy.
We can do a whole trivia episode. That should be episode one for season 1.5 is trivia for every school. That's what it is. Then we continue on down our most recent Division One entry for women's soccer, the Lady Pirates of Hampton. They are moving into, I believe, their 10th season this year,
Oh
and
wow.
they actually have garnered a fantastic squad. I'm super stoked for that team and what they're going to be doing this year. And then we come down here to Norfolk, everybody's favorite Monarchs, the ODU men's and women's teams, led by some of the coaches that we see in the USL 2 between Lionsbridge and Chowan and Virginia Beach United. Um, so the men's team, they have a history of kind of hanging around the top 25. Through the regime change over the past couple of years, they're trending up. And then the Lady Monarchs, they have won their conference championship like
Mhm.
they won it like 3 years in a row. Uh, Coach Angie's got just a phenomenal program there in Norfolk. So,
Yeah, they're
um,
solid. Yeah.
yeah.
And
So, and I
so
do.
ODU's Sun Belt, right? And what conference are William and Mary and
Not
Hampton?
CAA. Hold on. Let me live Googling.
Did I throw a curveball right there? Like,
Yeah, well, because I've got the home schedule in front of me. I was actually looking for when they play each other.
hmm,
So William and Mary is going to play. William and Mary and ODU men play each other on September 23rd at William and Mary.
hmm.
Do I have that right? Yeah.
So,
And
but
then I'm trying to see if the women play each other as well. They might not. I've got the whole
yeah,
calendar,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm gonna
I'm
put that out
sure.
later on.
But yeah. So
Oh, they
follow
play each other on Wednesday, scrimmage at William and Mary. I knew they played
this
each other.
coming Wednesday.
Yeah, and then they play each other again on the 17th, or they might just have games on the 17th. But yeah, they play
Hmm.
each other this coming Wednesday
Okay.
at William.
Yeah, so
Um,
key follow us on Instagram for sure, because we'll definitely be posting schedules and stuff like that for all the home games going on for all the local soccer teams, just so you can kind of keep track. Because having to follow like 17 different accounts and stuff like that, like that's the reason that we exist, our accounts exist, so we can aggregate all that information and throw it right back at you. So follow James at 757 underscore soccer underscore chat. That is 757 soccer chat. And then I'm 757 FCTV. Follow on Instagram so you get all of this information.
Ding. All right. So just to jump it down quick. So technically, Chuan, who our favorite head coach for Lionsbridge FC, is manned
Chris
by
Wally's other Blue
Wally.
Army.
Right, exactly. Technically, they're not 757 soccer, but we do have a lot of 757 players who
Yes.
play at Chuan, and have done for many years under Coach Wally. So I have graciously included them in the 757 teams that we will count
Right.
for the university. So Chuan down there in northern North Carolina.
Hmm.
Um, their Division Two, the other Division Two squad that we include that we consider 757 would be Virginia State. And Virginia State men and women's programs. The women's program is actually older than the men's program by 2 years, and the women's program has improved concurrently over the course of each season. While the men's team, they're in their third season, and they're actually uh, coached by a former U.S. youth national team coach.
Hmm.
Uh, That gentleman is fantastic. And I had a player go up there when they first started the program. And I told him, hey, man, you think I run a tight ship? Watch that guy. And sure enough, he got up there. After 2 weeks, he called me up. He said, Coach, you were crazy. This guy's nuts. So excited to see what Virginia State puts together moving forward with their soccer seasons. And then Division 3, we have a whole host of teams around here in the 757. Our newest entrants to Division 3 soccer are the Regent Royals.
Yeah.
Both men's and women's side. The women's side, they've been around a little bit longer than the men's side, gone to several NCAA championships at the uh, NJCAA level, National Jesuit Collegiate Athletics Association, I think is what they played in before.
Hmm.
Several NCAA tournaments in that regard. And then the men's tournament also, or the men's team also features a number of 757 local players, a lot of Hampton Roads guys, a lot of Beach School players, a lot of Suffolk School players, Chesapeake School players. So big ups to them. We're going to see a lot of them this season. They play at Norfolk Christian. That's their home field.
Okay.
So pretty
Yeah, I
close to
was going to ask
us.
about that because I don't recall there being
Yep.
an actual facility on Regent's campus.
There is going to be here in a couple of years. That's they're actually, if you go past Regent down the service road by the dump,
Okay.
they're actually clearing out the back part of the forest behind all of the college buildings, and they're doing, and by 2030 there's supposed to be like a whole athletic complex behind the college. So eventually there will be a place for Regent Royal Soccer. But for the time being, they play at Norfolk Christian. And then our other D3 longtime standing teams that we have plenty of players that we know and love from uh, local Virginia Beach United folks when it comes to uh, coaching and or former coaches and players. We have the Virginia Wesleyan Marlins for the
Hmm.
men's side, and then also for the ladies' side. Both teams compete quite well in the ODAC and several appearances in the NCAA tournament, while the Christopher Newport captains, the men's side, solid on that end as well, while the ladies' side, cream of the crop here in the Hampton Roads and nationally, your national champion lady captains led by coach Jamie Gunderson.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, they make the Final Four every other year, and half of their squad is 757 talent. So it's always fun to cheer for those squads. They play each other several times between regular season and ODAC conference play. So plenty of opportunities to see these teams play each other. There's going to be a number of 757 cross division rivalry matches. Going to be seeing William and Mary take on Christopher Newport. Going to be seeing ODU take on Virginia Wesleyan at some point. And then the Division 1 matchups as well as the Division 3 head-to-heads. All those are going to be important. And then on the outskirts, if you really want to consider them, we also can consider Richard Bland College, as well as Paul D. Camp, which I don't know if Paul D. Camp actually still continues their soccer program, but I know Richard Bland, they're a JUCO. Um, they get a lot of 757 kids as well. Oh, and Virginia Peninsula Community College, which is
Yeah.
now going to be coached by Al Cousino, who runs the Sportsplex up in Newport News.
Hmm.
Um, he just got hired on, so fantastic. Congratulations to him and all his what he's going to bring to VPCC to the Gators moving forward. A lot of our Bay Rivers district and our Peninsula district kids, if they don't end up going to a college straight out of the bat, they generally go to VPCC, and there's a number of, I mean, it's 90% 757 kids that play on that squad. They're actually doing open tryouts right now as well, since Al was hired on a couple weeks ago. So between them and I believe Regent is also doing some tryouts here soon. I'll get the dates and I can post those in the comments later.
Yeah.
But those two squads doing tryouts and looking to get set for the fall.
Yeah. If you're a local baller and you are looking for a school to play at, maybe that's worth checking out. Um,
We got a
I,
few.
Yeah. There's so many schools, there's so many, and I love the idea that even though they're not all in the same conference, that there's so many like local derby matches and stuff like that. Like when putting together the schedules, like I feel like there's a lot of emphasis put on generating local rivalries and kind of stoking that interest here locally. And like you said, the local college soccer scene is full of so many players and coaches that have been in the scene that from the USL League Two teams, that familiar names, and so if you support these guys during the summer, support them during the fall too. I Last season I tried to get all of the players that made appearances for Lionsbridge, VBU, and VB City and track down the colleges that they went to and put out that list as a spreadsheet in case you wanted to follow the school of your favorite player. That crap took forever.
Oh
And
yeah, absolutely.
and so I'm not going to do that again. So
Oh,
sorry about it. But that was
that's a
an undertaking.
subscriber feature.
If yeah, listen, if I ever
That's
get
a
to the
paid
point, yeah,
feature.
yes, listen, if it ever gets to the point where there's like a Substack or a Patreon or something, that's for that action. But
Why do we not have a Substack yet?
um, because we're both like working IRL.
Chat GPT is a thing.
No, can't do that. AI gives you brain rot, dude. Like I can't. My brain's already rotting as it
I
is. I
work with
can't
high
afford.
schoolers. I already have brain rot.
Yeah, yeah. The other kind of brain rot, the one where
That's
your
fair.
brain actually rots. Um,
Skibbity Riz, right?
oh gosh, I'm so like. Anyways, I have teenagers, and
Yep.
so I kind of have to
Sorry,
stay
bro.
in. But it is what it is. It's a lot. It's funny. I like being
To a
that dad.
degree.
I like being that dad that just like knows all the memes and the what I mean. It's
Mhm.
the I'm kind of terminally online, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Um, but it helps you stay relatable to the kids, and you being a teacher, I'm sure relatability is an asset. So,
Hmm.
anyway,
Hmm.
so get involved with your local NCAA team, whichever one's closest to you, or if you have an alma mater, cheer them on. Like the NCAA soccer should be just as celebrated and visible as NCAA football. If you have a school that you went to and you're a footy fan, go to their games, support their games. So during the fall and spring, um, I have the opportunity for work to go travel to different like engineering schools on the East Coast to try to recruit students. And if there's a soccer game, I'll attend it. And so I was in New Jersey last fall and I was watching Rowan University, and
Okay.
and I like it was just like friends and family and like students, and then there was
Yep.
me just sitting in the stands,
This
and
guy.
I'm like like cheering guys on. I'm like, yo, this dude's legit. Like this, like whatever. And like some lady like turns around and she's like, do you know anybody on the team or whatever? I'm like, I literally live like 400 miles away. I'm just a sicko for this stuff. Like, so support, when I say support local soccer, it's not just like, pick your summer team and support them. Because, like these guys are also like playing during the fall too. And so it's a great opportunity to get the kids out. I know ODU still like also does like the kids walk out with players stuff and gets like kind of youth soccer nights and stuff like that. It's still a good time. It's even more affordable than the USL two teams. Like
Gosh,
it's
man.
like a $5 bill. And
If that.
you show up, you put on the colors, and you support your team. It'll be a lot of fun. So, more information about the actual schedules forthcoming. You will see them. I'm sure James will make up a cool graphic, and he'll just tag me in it, and I'll just share
Wow.
it.
I'm working on it right now.
Oh my gosh, dude! Our little fingers working on Canva.
Yeah. And
Just
ChatGPT, man. Like we go hand
working
in hand here.
working our little fingies to the bone to make you guys cute little graphics to share
That
on
gets
Instagram.
17 likes and 3 shares
Engage with our
because
crap.
we care.
But
757 FC cares.
we
That should
do.
be our charity foundation.
That's the charity. Um, we're gonna create soccer pitches and put them up in
Why not?
areas that don't have soccer pitches.
Why not? Like
Places
all of
like
a sudden
Regent
we have a
University.
really good business concept. We just need some angel investors and we're off to the races, dude.
Yeah. Now let's like I said, the new futsal courts here in Western Branch and Chesapeake,
Yeah.
at this new park out here. I think it's a
Mhm.
great model.
Oh yeah.
There's no grass to maintain. They like you
And
don't
it's
need
all futsal stuff, so it makes
yeah,
your your skills better because the ball moves faster.
yeah. And so like the goals are like permanently installed. There's no nets to break. It's chains and it's like that plastic
Hmm.
interlock flooring. Like it's great. It's
Yeah.
great. And so like I think way more city parks should have these things. So with your donation to 757 FC Cares, we will lobby local governments
The arms of the wait, DMCA.
for 37 cents a day. You too can make sure that a big back 37-year-old guy can play futsal at his local park. Oh my
Best
gosh,
episode
dude.
yet, man.
Oh my gosh. And it's the finale too.
This is how we end season. This is why we gotta go to season
We're
1.5.
never
We
doing this
need more
again.
of
This is
this.
it.
Is that why this is good? You were gonna call it quits
I'm
here?
pulling out all the stops now, man.
Oh, the expectations for season 1.5 are gonna be through the freaking roof.
It's gonna be like I didn't go to any soccer games this week. With you, Jan? He's like, nah, I didn't.
I watched ESPN highlights on the Ocho.
Oh, dude, I do have ESPN Plus. I could just watch all the games at home.
I thought you were about to say I've got the Ocho.
No, I don't have the Ocho. No, just Plus.
That is
So
a real thing now.
yeah, I totally forgot about it. I just use it to watch USL, but yeah, I totally forgot all the NCAA games are on it too. So
So
that'll be good. If you have ESPN Plus, you can watch NCAA soccer on it, but it's
yeah,
better to be there in person.
if it's local, you better be there in person.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Absolutely. I have to make money. If you want to pay me to be there,
Oh my gosh.
I will be like, if y'all want to pay us to be there and do live streams, you know what? What's our Twitch account?
Oh my
What,
gosh. If we stream, it'll just be to YouTube.
exactly. Oh, that's
Um,
fair. That's fair.
so like yeah, hey, if you have suggestions for different types of content, because like my brain is always like live recordings of the pot, maybe not like streamed, but at least like live recorded at a match, or we
Podcast
commentate
in the parking
again.
lot.
Yeah, but like a tailgate podcast would be sick. We commentate a game would be hilarious. Um, like
Whose color?
Me. I'm the
You're
dumb one.
color commentator,
Yeah.
so I've got to be the front man for
Yeah,
that.
you're the facts guy. I'm
Well, welcome back to Old Dominion
yeah.
University.
I'm here for the memes, bro. Like what?
All right.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, owning a soccer club would be hilarious. Um I'm like getting in shape and trying out for a team would be hilarious.
That would be even better if we own the team and we play for
Do
it.
player slash
Player
owner
owner.
slash coach
Yes.
and just get absolutely clobbered in whatever. I need like a I need to join like a over 50s league as like a 38-year-old.
Well, so here's the other thing though too. Okay, so and this is actual serious talk. Um, so a couple local leagues for that are adult leagues that are not the field house because everybody plays at the field house and the field house is cool. Um, and the sportsplex is cool and the NIST is cool. But if you want to play 11v11 outdoors, there are two local leagues for adults. There is OTSL, and they play at Hampton Roads Soccer Complex, and they have over 30, over 40, and over 50 divisions for men. And then I don't know about women, but I because there's other women's leagues. So I think OTSL is just men. And then there's TWSL, which they do women's leagues and they do mixed leagues. I actually they've been trying to get me to come play for like 2 seasons. TWSL has. And
Hmm.
I was going to in the summer because their games are on Friday nights. For the mixed league. They were in the summer. So I was actually looking and considering it, signing up for the fall, for the over 30s uh, co-ed division. And because it's super low competition, super low level, it's not like it shouldn't be everybody out there pretending they're Ronaldinho and Zidane trying to win the World Cup. Um,
But can I headbutt somebody?
no, because you're too tall and everybody out there is going to be short.
I'm gonna
You can't
headbutt the
reach.
top of someone's head.
Right, you're gonna pull like four back muscles trying to get your head down to 5'4".
Heck yeah, dude.
So, because especially if you're going for like the chest, like Zidane, like no, it just don't try. I don't want to have to call 911 because you're going, oh, my back.
That's probably gonna happen either way.
I know. So, but yeah, so those two leagues do offer for men, if you want to play 11v11 outside, on grass, those two leagues here in Hampton Roads do offer opportunities for women. TWSL, they have their divisions, and then oh gosh, I'm gonna butcher this, and I feel awful now. Uh, it's another women's league that plays at both Western at they play at Western Branch. Um,
Okay. Yeah, I think I've seen them on Instagram.
I'm trying to.
But yeah, I absolutely think that joining a team together would be peak content.
I would do that in a heartbeat.
Because I mean, like I've said in the kind of my soccer background, I never actually played on a team before. Like I played like indoor with like a coworker
Oh, hold on.
for like a few weeks.
Right.
And like that was
So
about it.
that's. Did I screw that up? I might have.
TWSL is the
TWSL
women's
does play at Western
plays at
Branch.
Western Branch, right?
Who am
Yeah.
I thinking of? That's the other one that plays at that's got the
That has the co-ed league.
co-ed.
I don't know, but if you find that, send that to me. Because like I said, like I listen, I need to get into shape anyways. I love the game, would love to play. And if it's content, if getting healthy is content,
Match day vlogs.
yes, I'm gonna turn
Instead of
into
watching Lionsbridge, now you try to be Lionsbridge.
that would act like that would be like my vlog of trying to try out for my team. again, I'm almost 40. Like, I'm not gonna actually try it, but like just to show people what a trial is like, I feel like that would be cool. Um, but yeah, like I would be like freaking fat Ben Foster. Like with just like here's what it looks
Brother.
like. Just have like a friggin' camera like clipped to my chest.
Brother.
Um, it's
I
so
feel
funny.
bad now because like I totally screwed this up and got somebody's league wrong, and I really meant to like plug them.
We're trying to redact it.
Oh, okay. Uh, S SEVWSA. So Southeastern Virginia Women's Soccer Association. Uh, so it's SEVWISA. They're the
Hold
ones
on,
who
wait.
do
SEV what?
SEVWSA. SEVWISA.
WSA. Are they
Because
okay?
because it's but they're the ones who do the co-ed.
Got it.
I confuse them with Tidewater Women's Soccer League or Soccer Association.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. They
Um,
have been followed on Instagram.
yes, they're the ones who were trying to get me to come play. Tidewater Women's was not trying to get me to come
I
play.
was about
Although
to say
I think
like
what
let's like maybe
that would
they
be
just
funny.
need goalkeepers real bad and they were just like we know
I'd
this
wear a
guy.
wig and I've already like I
What don't
right.
uh,
But
I,
no. So
me
TWSL did not recruit me to come play in their league.
dude
However,
be
Southeastern Virginia Soccer Association did.
if this was the 90s and we wouldn't get canceled for it, putting on wigs and
We're
trying out
not
for
gonna
a
get
women's team would be
just stop it.
hilarious.
We're not
It just is
we're not gonna get canceled. Just
six
muted.
foot seven bearded woman. Hey girls.
Barnum and Bailey over here. Okay, I think at this point we are
Gosh.
both lethargic, and I think we need to go.
Oh my gosh. What a summer soccer season it's been, man. Thanks for being along with me on the ride. It's been super rad. And like I said, leave a comment, everybody, if you want us to come back for NCAA. What other kind of crap what other shenanigans you want to see us get into? If it's joining a soccer team, or
Commentating a match,
or owning a soccer team.
having a charity,
Yeah,
playing in a
yeah,
women's league.
yes. If or all the above. If you, it's been a lot of fun. Um,
Absolutely.
so again, James, one last time for season one, where can the people find you?
757 underscore soccer underscore chat on Instagram and the YouTube. Um, TikTok coming soon.
Wow, TikTok.
Because more content is more content is more content, and content is king. Also, I might I might entice you with some split content for our socials as well, as far as like little shorts and reels and bits on the social media stuffs. So
Word.
I'm gonna once we do this episode, I'm gonna split up some stuff and I'm gonna send it to you, see how you like it. And we'll see if we can do
Word.
some more
Oh,
content that way.
short form content,
Oh,
guys.
that's what it's called. That.
Yeah. Listen,
Again, it's 2 o'clock in the morning now. I
I
don't know.
only I only do tall form content, y'all. Y'all.
I stand the short kings.
So yes, the tall and the short of it is that you can find James at 757 underscore soccer underscore chat. You can find me. Hey, listen, it's 2 a.m., but I'm still sword
5 o'clock
fighting out here.
somewhere. Yeah, we get
Come
it.
on, let's go. And you can find me at 757 FCTV. Um, I'm on the Instagram. I'm on Twitter with just the hottest takes you've ever seen in your life. And then here on the YouTube, like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. Let your boy know. Thank you so much for every person that's come up to me at a game. For every person that has said like, "Hey man, like listen to the podcast, it's good." Hey man, love the videos, like whatever. It's encouraging to me no matter what face I have on, because like I'm just like I'm like Messi when I'm in the stands. I'm just like always just looking her. I may not seem super approachable, but please come up, say hi if you see me. I'm sure James is the same way. Come up, say
No,
hi.
oh no. I, on the other hand, leave me alone. Stay away from me. I don't care about you people. You do nothing for me. Absolutely god
Stop,
awful.
dude. Stop.
You people are terrible. You bother me. Leave me alone.
The reason why we're having this conversation is because I came up to you at a daggum soccer game.
That is absolutely
I'm
correct.
just like, oh, hey, man, like I see your stuff.
Aren't you the guy? I'm like, yeah, I'm the guy.
Oh my gosh, dude. Dude, thanks for coming along for the ride, James. It's been a lot of fun these past few months. And yeah, I don't know what the future looks like, man, but I'll be sure to see you at least next summer.
Lots of charity work and lots of wigs.
Oh my gosh,
I'm
we got a lot
looking
of planning to
forward
do. Every time we record, we're like, here's a million things that we could do. And I'm like,
and then all we do is nothing but
yeah.
talk on the podcast.
I'm like, I got 4 kids and a full-time career, but let's do it.
Hey, if not now, when, right?
But hey, if we're ever gonna make it as professionals, we gotta be our best semi-professionals.
I'll kind of work on it, semi part of the time.
Dude, that sounded way cooler in my head than anyway.
It's 2 a.m. It all sounds cool in our head. We need to go to bed.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining us for the first season of the 757 FC podcast.
Yes.
My name is John. That has been James. Thank you so much. We will talk to you again soon. Later, guys.